for your type of business. And so that's one of the things I really enjoy about being a broker. It allows me to really honestly say, I represent you, I work for you, not I work for the carrier.
And that's what everybody wants, is when something happens, it's like calling your grandma. Right, and something is wrong. You want to call that person that you trust and that you know will give you the answers right away. So you call up your grandma and she'll say, "We'll have your chicken soup," right? So with you working directly with that individual, right? You may not say chicken soup. You may say, lentil soup or something. But you're there and they have that peace of mind.
It's important to just about every business owner. They want to be able to pick up the phone and call somebody who knows their name, somebody who knows who they are, not some 800 number where they dial through a bunch of options and get some random person who really doesn't care who they are or what they're doing. They just have a policy to abide by. And I had a case like that just recently. I had one of my clients that owns a gym, and they made the mistake of calling the insurance carrier directly to ask about payment options and coverages, and of course they just got the straight policy answer and said, "Oh, no, you can only do this, and you have to pay us this and this and this." And they called me back kind of upset because, well, it doesn't look like I can do this. And then I called the carrier for them. I called the carrier and I said, this is what the client wants, and I got it done. And I had to go back to my client and say, listen, whenever you need anything, don't call the carrier. Don't call their 800 number. Call me, because I'll get a lot more done with the carrier than you'll ever be able to do. And that's what I was able to do for him. I was able to get the payment program he wanted, get the coverages he wanted, and he couldn't get anywhere calling them directly. So that's the value we really bring.
I'm glad to hear that. And real quick, could you bump out your contact information?
Absolutely.
And then the one big thing you want everybody to know, then we can get on, because Miss Kelly's on the line from Ann Linens, and then we have Jesse, and you're staying, right?
Yes.
Okay,
I will
good.
be here.
Okay.
I've got some fun stories. Some fun stories we can share. My contact information, again, my name is Luke Kibler, and I'm with Goodwin Insurance Agency, and we're at 1806 Orange Tree Lane in Redlands, California. Our phone number is 909-793-8118. You can also try me on my cell. I like people to call me directly. It's no problem, 909-936-7032. And we do have a website. You can go to goodwininsuranceenagency.com, and you can kind of get to know us a little bit there. And if there's one thing I could say, just to leave you with, if you're someone that doesn't have a great relationship with your agent, because we really stress that, and I know it's a bit cliche, but relationship is key, because the bottom line is your insurance policy is 2 inches thick. You'll never read it. Probably won't ever understand it, even if you did. And so you need someone you can trust to make sure it's put together right for you. If you have someone that isn't really keeping in touch with you, you don't have an agent that's working with you, never hurts to get a second opinion. Call me in. I'll give you a free consultation. We'll review your policies, give you my feedback. If everything looks great, I'll tell you. If there's some problems, I'll tell you, and I'll work with you. But it doesn't hurt to have someone put a second set of eyes on it.
Well, thank you. And I'm glad you're here, kid.
Thank you.
Yay.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and welcome to the neighborhood.
Oh, it's good to be here. Good to be here.
Okay, now. Ooh, here's Charlie Brown again.
So, Bev.
Yes.
We have someone on the line.
And who do we have on the line, Rob?
We have Gail Kelly. She's an Anna's Linens district sales manager, so I'm guessing she knows her stuff.
I guess you're right. Let's put it through.
Okay.
Hello, Gail. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there you are. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, and welcome to the show, my dear.
Well, thanks for having me.
You're quite welcome. And I'm glad we finally had this time to talk. We've been talking about you guys quite a bit, and I absolutely love your store. The one I go to is in Redlands. And, yeah, it's terrific over there. And when we were talking about it, since Thanksgiving is coming up, first of all, I would like to get a little bit of history from you, and then let's get right into the linen. How long have you been there?
I have been with Anna's Linens for 24 years, and we've just celebrated our 25th anniversary.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome. And how did you get with Ann Linens?
Actually, the owner of the company, Alan Gladstone, I used to work with him at a different company. And when he decided to open his own company, he called a few of us back that used to work with him.
Nice.
So he's just a great guy, great leader.
That's nice. And it's fun being around the people that you knew forever, huh?
Exactly. It's relaxing.
Yeah, and everybody knows everybody's rhythm going on.
Exactly. It's fun. It's not a job. It's fun going to work. It truly is.
And that's the best kind of job to have. Yeah, if you don't like it, what are you doing it for, right?
Exactly.
There you go, right? Really. And now, Gail, since we have been talking about Thanksgiving here pretty much, and we're finishing it up today, when I went into the store, what I found out is, well, I did my research, and we talked about it, with all the glasses, the dishes, the silverware, the pots and pans, all the doody-dads and thingamajiggies that one needs for their kitchen. I was like a kid in a candy shop. Yeah,
we have it all, soup and nuts, like they say.
Now, if with your soup and nuts, yeah, I seen them too. Yeah, I really did. Now, talking about that, last week we were talking about setting one's table for your friends and for your family, the in-laws, the outlaws, and also we were talking about doing the children's card table, which a lot of people still have.
Yeah.
And the colors that I picked this year are my favorite colors, is I did the burnt orange and the green.
Well, that's very pretty.
Yeah, I really love those colors. Now, if you could tell us what is your two favorite colors and what is your suggestion for one to set a table?
Well, I definitely agree. The harvest colors, I'm originally from back east, so I'm all into those pretty leaves and all that stuff. So I love the greens and the browns and the orange. So I agree with you there. And we also have we have like the purple. Purple's really hot. So we have a purple tablecloth this year also that has a lot of different harvest colors mixed in, which is very nice. And what I like to do is I always start with my tablecloth, and I make sure I have plenty of napkins. And I like to bring out my fancy stemware at that time. And we have some great charges, too, which add to your table. So instead of just having your plain white dish sitting there, you can accent any color to match your tablecloth. So always start with that, and it's always nice to have some nice silverware on the table.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't go wrong with some nice candles.
Oh, I agree with that. Candles, no matter what you have on that, even if you have paper plates, the candles just, but make sure the candles don't get too close to the paper plates.
Oh,
and yeah, then you don't have to talk to Luke and his insurance company over here.
We'll take care of you.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and some fancy candle rings to set it off. So, it's just pretty, festive, and it just makes all your guests feel real welcome.
It does, doesn't it?
It's warm colors.
Good feeling. Good feeling.
Yeah, and then, now what would you do for the, oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Another note just came through, sorry. And also, now for the child's or the children's card table, what would you do for that?
Well, you could use your own dinnerware that you have on your main table, or we also have some little different characters that we saw at the store, which more juvenile, or maybe that's the table you want to use your paper plates on. But you always want to add. You always want to keep a pretty candle on the table. Also, I wouldn't advise lighting it with children at the table, but just keep some festive items on the table. We sell garlands and different things, so they feel they're a part of that festive Thanksgiving that's going on. So everyone should have a pretty table setting and nice glassware to drink out of. So it just makes you feel good.
And whoever is listening to this program through the whole country and even the world, because now people can pick us up on the YouTube everywhere, which it's absolutely amazing, the technology. It seems like every day something new is happening.
Rose.
But what I have noticed myself with the children's little card table thing, I remember when I was tiny, my brother and I were the youngest one out of all the family, and we got stuck on this table with all of our cousins, and we always felt so left out because, it wasn't directly with the main table and stuff. And I'll never forget the one year that my brother and I got old enough and we were allowed to sit at the main table. And I'm going, oh, this is so cool. And then talking about the glassware, the stem glassware that you have, the silverware, the napkins, the placemats, the tablecloths, the runners, the candles, you have the chargers. I mean, everything from A to Z for one to do this table.
Yeah.
And it's so much fun. And what I always did is when my children were little, I always got them involved. And the night before, we would do the table. And then finally I got to the point where I said to the children, I says, you're old enough to do this. Let me see what you can do.
Well,
Yeah, and then they passed it on to their children, which, I think it's really nice.
Oh, that's a good tradition. We have people that actually set the table the week before.
Why
a
week?
They come in and they have that special dining room, and this is the one time how many people use their dining room every day? Not too many anymore.
No, we don't.
Keep it decorated for the week, and same thing when we go into Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just nice. It's just very elegant looking.
Yes.
When you have a nice table to look at, and
it makes you feel good, huh?
It definitely does. It definitely does.
Now, and we're talking about the tables, and we covered all of that. Now, in your kitchenware, one of the things that you have, and I'm going to get down there this week when I have a few minutes so I can go shopping, and you have them little baby calendars, the strainers, the real little ones.
Yes.
I got so excited when I seen them, and they're perfect for like the blueberries and the grapes and all the stuff. You don't want to get this big thing,
Yep.
And the colors they were just jumping off the shelves.
Yeah, it's all about color.
Yeah, so that was pretty nice. And now from there, let's jump into the bedrooms or your guest room. What is your favorite thing to do to invite that person in?
Oh, definitely. Nice, clean, fresh sheet sets. That always makes someone feel good. Now with the cold temperatures rolling in, even here in California, we're going to need a new blanket on that bed. And, I think the best deal we have going right now would be our reversible set, where you can get 2 looks for 1. So, and then we have a lot of nice curtains that you can put up.
Mm-hmm.
And then just add on a nice decorative base with some floral. And those items you could actually use in the rest of your house also. After the guest leaves, you can bring those candles into your other rooms that you're always in, bring that base out and use it in your living room. So.
And what about the bathrooms, my dear?
Bathrooms? Well, let's see. We have a lot of different, I'm sure you've been through our bathroom section.
Oh, yeah.
We have many, many, many different items to pick for bathrooms. But a lot of people bring that fall look right into the bathroom, too, with the garlands and stuff. A lot of different things you can do. Just a nice set of fresh towels, some nice new washcloths. Just make that company feel welcome.
That's a nice thing. And what I like to do is, no matter if it's a holiday or not, and I'm going to redo the house, with the throw pillows and all the little things that one can do that's not very, very expensive, but you get that new look, I will pick 3 colors. And I will have them 3 colors running through the house, either in a vase or the pillows or whatever it is, where it's continuous. And I want your opinion on this. Doing that, do you think it helps decorate and make the house look bigger and homier, or should one have different rooms?
Oh, no, I think I have, the same colors throughout my house, too. I think it makes the rooms look larger, especially if you have that open living room, dining room. I think it gives it a longer look, more elegant. And when you're using just the 3 different colors, if you have that family room and the living room, you can swap those pillows out because you got the same colors running through. So you could always be freshening up the rooms, giving them a different look. So it's actually money saving also.
Well, golly gee, I've been doing it right all these years. Thank you. Hey, that's good for me. You know what I mean? I like that one. And also since we're getting into the big turkey day, and what is the one thing, if somebody has that 11th hour, somebody calls, you have extra people coming in, you hit that panic button just like everybody else does, what would you do if you don't have enough dishes or whatever to go around? What do you do?
Well, I would tell them to get out to Anna because we'll be open.
There you go. I love that answer. Perfect. I really love that thing. And is there any new colors that we should look for at Christmas time now? Because we're getting right into Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa.
Well, we have all the red and green and gold going on right now. We have a lot of blue, but it seems like purple's real hot too. So I think Christmas now is you can go with any color that